Hi and welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do another book haul of mine. Book haul, but also with board games, so more fun. Another intro, because I went to Half Price Books and got an absolute steal. So to start off, I will do the 3 books that I got. And the 3 books are Fourth Wing, The Principle of Moments, and Foul Lady Fortune. So the first book that I got is Foul Lady Fortune. And so this is actually, I think, the 3rd book by Gong. So I've read the previous books in this series, and this is for These Violent Delights. Do I have it? Let's see. I might still have it on my... I do! It's up here! Okay. Yes, so this is the first one. Foul Lady Fortune is the 3rd book in the series, and I read the 1st and 2nd, and I didn't even realize that there was a 3rd because it's been so long since I've read the 1st. So excited to have this one, and it's hardcover, and I got it for like $2 or $4, so an absolute steal. Okay. I didn't realize this was a signed copy. Wow. Bam. So I just spent a little while reading a recap. So this takes place in 1931 Shanghai. Previous series, These Violent Delights, is a Romeo and Juliet retelling where Juliet is a Chinese woman and then Romeo is Russian, and they both live in Shanghai and they're from rival mafias. Yes, so then Rosalind is Juliet's cousin, both in the original Shakespeare as well as in the retelling in These Violent Delights. And this book is actually about Rosalind. So 4 years after the events of the previous series. Oh, where Imperial Japan, so the Imperial Japanese Army is invading Shanghai and she has to be undercover as a spy. You know, sometimes I pick up books far too quickly before even reading the topic, and that way I'm surprised when I'm going in. So I didn't read even the inside flap when I bought this. I just saw it was Gong, and I knew it was the same series and related, and I wanted to read it. So imagine my surprise when I saw it was a signed copy too. What? Wow. So that's the first one for my book haul. Okay, the second book in my book haul was actually what first brought me to Half Price Books, and that was Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarrows. I think this one is very well known. I have been delaying reading this at almost every cost I could possibly imagine. And then at the same time, I didn't want to read it when it first came out and there was so much hype about it because I just felt like it might have ended in a cliffhanger later on and I didn't want to have to wait. Luckily, there are several books out now, so I feel like I can get through the series pretty fast. I don't think all of the series is out yet, but I love dragons, as you might know from one of my previous vlogs. Actually, I'll put up my dragon one right here. So my dragon book haul, I think I mentioned Fourth Wing, and so you can enjoy more about dragons if you're curious. So this is, of course, really high on my list. And now, this was a bit of a surprise for me because I also came across it in the clearance part, but I don't think it should have been in clearance because it seems like a really interesting book. And it's a signed copy! So it's called The Principle of Moments by Esmie Jikiemi-Pearson. So this next book is called The Principle of Moments. And it is a sci-fi book, sci-fi opera. My favorite kind, it's like a space opera. And I am so excited about this as well because I don't often read sci-fi. I do on occasion though, so maybe it's been at least 2 years since I've read any proper sci-fi. I'm going to come back, let me just read a little bit more about it before I give you a whole debrief. So this book is also super fascinating. I mean, first of all, gorgeous cover, completely. But it looks like it also is very much tied to London, and the author herself is also from London, and I actually just got back from London and I should be going back soon, so more videos in London in 2026. So this book, I can already tell it's going to explore topics of colonialism and forced labor and rebellion. One of the characters has tied his soul to Regency London, so there's some time traveling as well. And it says, never mind the fact he doesn't know how to cure himself of the temporal sickness he caught whilst anchoring his soul to Regency London, the one that unmakes him further with every jump. Or if the prince he loves will ever love him back, or why his father disappeared. He is done until he hears about the ghost of a girl in the British Museum, a girl from another time. So of course, these two awaken a prophecy and they voyage through the stars. Oh. Hello, Missy. Cats, you can never tell them where you want them to go. They just go where they want. Okay, so I'm really excited to read this because I think that to have two leads that are of different genders and are not love interests or siblings is pretty exciting. That's not something I've read recently. And it just sounds cool. Like, I wish I could be more articulate with you at least at this stage, but I am going into this mostly blind because I don't want to ruin it for me and I don't want spoilers. So because of that, I'm excited and I'm going to keep it at excited. That way, when I'm reading this masterful space epic, I can fully enjoy it, the twists, the turns, the shocks, and get to learn more. So, the principle of moments. Great, so that was my third book, and I think that was really the last book that I got at Half Price Books because did I forget to say? Signed copy. All of these board games I got for like $4 each in the clearance area. So, Artemis. So, one of the first board games I got is called Icons, Women Who Play to Win. I thought, because we're focused on encouraging women innovators and thinkers and founders to come forward, it'd be great to have something that's also around women. Great. So, that was the first one. Very practical. And it's a game. Yes, Artemis? Okay, the next one I got is in a similar vein. I thought it would be good to bring back with me to London for all these board game nights, and that one is called Song Saga. So it's a game that gets people sharing the stories and soundtracks of their lives. So I also thought this one would be great to get to know people and start to spark some real, genuine conversations. That means that you can actually get to know someone rather than just, what do you do? Who are you? Where do you work? A lot of people connect through music, so this is a great opportunity for those connections to really thrive. Oh, Artemis isn't allowed up there because she'll play with my jewelry. And, oh, she likes the feather. Artemis. No, come here. I know. Anyway. Yeah. No, it looks like I'm choking my cat out. Anyway. And then the next one that I got, it's a murder mystery dinner party game for 6 to 8 players. And I love any opportunity to bring my friends together and host a gathering where we can have fun. And do you need something in a physical form like this to host a murder mystery? Not at all. There's many free templates online that you can access and other tips, and you can just create one by yourself, actually. You don't need for it to be institutionalized or for it to be something you spend a lot of money on. That being said, this one was $4 and I figured, hey, might as well check it out. The mystery is a tour of California wine country with its peaceful vineyards and picturesque wineries. The annual wine tasting festival is in full swing when the body of local vineyard owner Barry Underwood is found hidden beneath his wine cellar. Barry has been missing for 6 long years, but with the discovery of his body comes a wealth of new clues to solve the mystery. It's a vintage murder, and you may be a suspect. Bum, bum, bum. Everyone's a suspect when murder is on the menu. And here, everything you need to serve up mystery, murder, and fun. Recipes, a shopping list, invitations, plus a tasty murder mystery to solve. Just invite 6 to 8 of your friends to dress up and play the roles of the devious suspects. Serve up a meal or light snack, and you're ready for some drop-dead fun. So this game is something I am so looking forward to. I won't read any more of the back because when my friends and I play this game, if they watch this video, no spoilers because I want it to be a surprise. And now for my last board game of this book and board game haul, I have Helios Expanse. This guy is hefty and it's wrapped. So I'm considering giving this as a gift. If anyone's played this before, let me know. But description, what would you do to keep your civilization alive? In Helios Expanse, you are in control of an extrasolar civilization, hurtling towards an unknown planetary jackpot with centuries of old grudges against the other factions and ships filled to bursting. Program your card actions in advance, then play out each round. Explore the board using movement, expand your empire by colonizing planets, exploit your advantages by moving up the technology track, and exterminate your competitors by moving up the military track. The civilization that colonizes the most planets will emerge victorious and rule the galaxy. So yeah, I guess when you compare for my book haul, having 2 sci-fi series that are very different from one another, because this one is anti-colonial and this one is encouraging space colonialism. So I don't know how I reckon with that. Well, someone's getting this for Christmas, or I bring it back with me to London. Don't know yet. This video is coming out after Christmas because I will have decided by then. So that is my book haul and my board game haul from Half Price Books. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have played any of those games or if you've read these books, let me know what you think. Which one I should read first. If there is a board game that you think isn't actually worth my time, let me know. If it's not very fun, great. Where did kitty go? Artemis. Hi. I know. Ooh. Hi. Do you want to say hi to the people? I hear you. She's so good. You just gonna sit here?